Good news for nature lovers. The international efforts to protect the world's tiger populations appear to be paying off. The WWF and the Global Tiger Forum estimate that there are now 3,890 tigers in the wild, up from roughly 3,200 just 6 years ago, which is impressive purely numerically. As a percentage, it's impressive. It's also impressive when you consider that each one of those is a goddamn tiger. Jesus. And so this is cause for celebration, but it's also an opportunity to reflect on how much damage actually needs to be repaired when it comes to tiger populations. A century ago, more than 100,000 tigers roamed the globe, ranging from Turkey and the Caucasus to eastern Siberia and Indonesia. But decades of logging, development, and poaching have whittled the tiger's habitat down to just 13 countries. So we're back up to almost 4,000, but down from about 100,000. And that's a lot fewer tigers. Now, specifically in India, we want to talk about some of the ways that they have brought those numbers back up. A century ago, they had 45,000 tigers in just India. By 2006, there were only a little over 1,400 remaining. And so the government took it upon itself to do something about that. Over the last decade, the government has bolstered protections, training more forest guards, and setting up camera traps to improve monitoring of the tigers. By 2014, the wild population had risen to 2,216. Nepal has seen similar successes, with its population rising 60% since 2008. And so that's good news for Nepal, good news for India, but not every population is flourishing, unfortunately. The Indo-Chinese tiger was recently declared functionally extinct in Cambodia due to uncontrolled poaching. And so clearly more needs to be done. These now larger populations might end up being harder to protect, especially if they're spread over a larger area. And effort needs to be expended to make sure that there's enough genetic diversity amongst all of these populations. Some sort of mixing should probably go on to make sure that they're not susceptible to certain types of genetic illnesses and things of that sort. But at the very least, it seems like authorities are taking the challenge seriously. The 13 governments that are home to tiger habitats at present have set a goal of doubling the wild tiger population by 2020. And look, this is both good news, but it's also another instance demonstrating that government action can have a positive impact in the world. In this case, with more tigers. And that's great. And that's my final judgment.